Welcome to our annual sports car extravaganza, Britain's best driver's car, where we set out to find the most entertaining new sports car of the year. To which purpose we have gone to the magnificent Anglesey circuit and tested last year's winner, the Ferrari 488 GTB, against the best new sports cars of the year. They call the McLaren 570S a sports series car, but with more than 560 horsepower and a carbon fibre tub, it feels more like a supercar to us.
The lesser of two McLarens then. As if anything with 570 horsepower is the lesser of anything, but such is life these days, so that is where we are in the supercar world. Similarities between this and a 675 Longtail, well, they've both got a carbon fibre tub, they both have a 3.8 litre twin turbo V8, but the interior differences, internal differences to the engine are major, McLaren says, you know, big changes. But they're both mid-engined, rear drive. 7-speed dual clutch auto, no limited slip differential, interestingly. Both have hydraulic power assisted steering. This is £140,000. The Longtail is more than twice that. So the 570S is predominantly a road car. But being a McLaren, hey, they all have to work on track, that's the point. And it does. Still has hydraulic steering, and it is a nice feel-some rack. It's got some speed as well, and it stops properly. All McLarens come on carbon ceramics, despite the fact that this is predominantly a road car. The suspension works really well on a circuit, body control is immaculate, there's very little understeer. It's got that brake steer, so it'll brake an inside rear to try and get the nose tucked in. Some active differentials will disengage because a limited slip diff with too much lockup actually promotes understeer, weirdly. The thing about the McLaren is they say it won't do that. It doesn't corrupt the driving experience like a limited slip differential does. And because it's got a bit of power, and because they've tuned it, it can still push the tail out. Tail doesn't come out in quite as linear a fashion as it will do in a car with a limited slip diff. That little bit of turbo lag, the fact that it has to wait until everything locks up electronically, means that you have to drive the McLaren in a certain way. It kind of likes to be aimed at a corner, steered in on the brakes as you trail it in, then it becomes really agile and mobile, and then you can get back on it and it flies out of it like that. That's how McLaren likes you to drive, like a proper racing driver. And if, like most owners, you just like messing around in cars, it is a huge amount of fun. McLaren is a young company, still a young company, but with a 570 it has created an absolutely world-class junior supercar, ridiculous, 570 horsepower. There is nothing around it which does what it does. Nothing around it is as fast as it is. Nothing around it is as adjustable as it is. Yeah, really good car this. Really good car. It seems silly to think that its power is manageable compared to some other stuff here. But it is. Quite glad we didn't hit that. I don't know why I ducked. I mean, what difference is it going to make? He's unlikely to pierce a carbon fibre tub, is he? But still.